In today's video, we'll be going over a major PlayStation Store sale that has just kicked off. A lot of great game deals, not as big as the winter sale, but I don't think anyone was really expecting that. But there's a ton of good stuff for you guys to pick up. Also, Anthem's demo has been running for the VIP users. That's for the people that did pre-order the game or they got invited from somebody that was a VIP. Unfortunately, the Anthem servers right now are having some major issues. Also, speaking of Anthem, the game has officially gone gold. I've also been talking a lot about how great the PlayStation VR library has been. It's really getting some depth to it, and VR as a platform grew 30% in 2018 thanks to PlayStation VR. Also, we've got the release date for the next EDF title, Earth Defense Force Iron Rain, comes to PlayStation 4 in April. More on that at the end of this video. First, I want to take you guys through the PlayStation Essentials sale. A lot of great deals as a part of this. Axiom Verge is 50% off down to $9.99. I'm going to give you guys the prices for PlayStation Plus subscribers because they are enjoying a deeper discount. Banner Saga 1 is 60% off for $9.99. Bastion is 75% off for $3.74. Batman Return to Arkham, that includes Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City, that's $7.99. And then Batman Arkham Knight is also $7.99. That's 60% off. Kind of funny because they released the Batman Arkham Collection or whatever it was called and it was $59.99. Well, now the games are on sale and you can get them all for like $20. Because with Arkham Knight, there is a premium edition available. That's $13.99. Probably would just stick to the base game, although that premium edition does add a sizable amount of content, but you are paying twice the price of the base game. All the Battlefield games are on sale. Battlefield 4 is $4.99. Battlefield 1 Revolution is $17.99. They've got the Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2 Ultimate Bundle. That's all the way up to $20, which is kind of expensive. Battlefield 5 is, of course, at its traditional price, it seems now, of 50% off at $29.99, so that's pretty good. I see BlazBlue Central Fiction for $23.99. That's pretty good. Dragon Age Inquisition Game of the Year Edition is 75% off for $9.99. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen is 40% off for $17.99. Would like to see that a little bit cheaper at this point, as it's been out for a little while. It's originally a PlayStation 3 game, but still Dragon's Dogma is a fantastic game, and I would give that a high recommendation, although that $18 price point, just a little bit too high in my opinion. Dying Light is 40% off for $11.99. How about that? 2018's God of War is 35% off for $25.99. Would I like to see it a little bit cheaper? Yeah. I believe it was as low as $20 over Black Friday, but $26 for God of War, you cannot go wrong with that. Grand Theft Auto 5 is 50% off for $14.99. That's a very good deal on GTA 5, although I imagine the majority of you guys own that game at this point. Hitman 2 is 40% off at $35.99. Inside is 70% off at $5.99. I see Just Cause 3 XXL Edition, that includes all the DLC. That's $8.99, quite good for that. Just Cause 4 still holding up in price, that's $42. Limbo is $1.99. I see the Limbo and Inside bundle for $7.49. Okami HD is 30% off for $13.99. As you guys are getting the idea, there's a lot of stuff on sale. Oxenfree is 75% off for $4.99. That's great. Persona 5, one of the best PlayStation 4 exclusives that you can find. One of the best JRPGs ever. 50% off, $24.99 for that. That is great. Rayman Legends is $9.99. Pyre is 60% off for $7.99. Red Dead Redemption 2 doesn't have its base game on sale, but the special edition is down to $59.99, while the Ultimate Edition is $69.99. Hey, that's not all too bad. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is 50% off for $29.99. They got the Croft Edition here as well, 50% off for $44.99. Not a bad deal. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is $7.49. That's a game that's been getting better and better, so if you do want to jump into it now that you're not paying a full $60 and it's $7.50, I wouldn't say that's a bad pickup. Terraria PlayStation 4 Edition is 60% off for $7.99. You've got games like The Final Station that are down to just $3. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is down to $20. And I do see Watch Dogs 2 for $17.99. Those are just some of the deals giving the sale a quick glance, but there are a ton more deals available. Of course, we'll make a video giving the sale an in-depth look and looking at the best deals available. But I would implore you to give the sale a look for yourself because there are a ton of games on sale and some hidden gems in there as well. Moving on from that, the Anthem demo has been running for VIP users. That's for people that pre-ordered the game or on Xbox One and PC. If you're an EA Origin Access subscriber, you got access into the demo as well, and there were invitations being sent out from VIP users to non-VIP users. It's a pretty open demo, but even if you don't have access to this demo, they will be launching an open demo available for everyone on February 1st, so you can look forward to that. Unfortunately, currently the demo is having some issues. EA tweeted out this, quote, "We're looking into the infinite loading issue with the Anthem game demo. In the meantime, try relaunching the game and rejoining your mission to see if that helps you." EA followed up by saying, "We're adding more server capacity to the Anthem demo right now. Hang tight while we work to get everyone into the game." Good thing that this is just the demo and not the final product, and I really hope that they can get these issues ironed out before the launch of the open demo, because without a doubt, when the open demo kicks off, that's when the majority of people are going to check out Anthem, because I do foresee a lot of people just waiting until the demo to make up their mind on whether or not they buy the game. So if you would like people to buy the game based off the demo, you would want to offer them the most pleasant experience possible, absent of all server issues. Right now, there are some issues, but it looks like EA is hard at work to fix those up. Speaking of Anthem, Talpleg, a developer over at BioWare, tweeted out something very simple but told a lot. He just said, quote, gold at Anthem game. So Anthem does look to have gone gold. That means the game is completely finished and it will now be printed onto disc and be sent out to retailers. Now, even though a game goes gold, they're gonna remain working on the title through updates, expansions, anything that they need to work on from that end. That work is still gonna be going on. But as far as the base game that's gonna ship on disc, that version of the game is finished. It's been a long time coming. It'll be really interesting to see how this game turns out. I've said it before, but this is literally one of the most important game releases of the year. Even if you're not excited about this game, look at the pressure that BioWare has to deliver a quality product with Anthem. It's pretty ridiculous because BioWare is coming off the release of Mass Effect Andromeda. BioWare is also the studio that's kind of been put at that tough position where they have to mend EA's bad rap right now with Battlefield 5 and everything that EA has done recently. EA hasn't been everyone's favorite publisher for a long time, but even more so now. And if Anthem turns out to be a lackluster product, BioWare is going to feel the brunt of it, and it's not going to be good for EA. So it is absolutely imperative right now that Anthem turns out to be a good product. It turns out to be a good product at launch, and it's not the case of like Star Wars Battlefront 2, where it's a pretty good game now, but at launch it wasn't great. That's not going to fly with Anthem. You need Anthem to be guns blazing from the get-go, and for it to be a quality product. We'll find out relatively soon. The VIP demo is going on right now, some server issues. Open demo on February 1st, and the game will see its official release on February 22nd. Moving on from that, we have some information from Superdata that VR grew by 30% in 2018 thanks to PlayStation VR. Superdata research specifically said today, with annual VR revenues reaching $3.6 billion, higher than the Nelson-owned firm's late 2018 forecast of $3.3 billion. That's a 30% year-over-year increases in revenues, so that's very impressive. PlayStation VR has seemingly been doing very well because it finally offers a relatively accessible way to experience VR. All of the PC VR options are pretty expensive. There are some budget-oriented VR experiences. However, PSVR offers a great VR experience, and it doesn't break the bank all too much. At this point, you can get a PS4 for what, $200, $250 over Black Friday. And the VR headsets, you can get those great bundles for $200, $250 that come with the camera, come with some motion controllers, and come with a couple of games, so it is becoming more and more accessible. I hope as we head into the PlayStation 5 that VR gets even more accessible. Now, the issue is, if you bought the PlayStation VR headset on the PS4, are you going to need to buy a new VR headset for the PlayStation 5? I would imagine that will be the case. That's a little bit unfortunate because chances are that's going to be another expensive product to buy. But hey, we'll worry about that later because the PS5 is still a little bit away. For now, I would highly recommend to check out the PlayStation VR headset because there are a lot of quality games on it, from Firewall, Zero Hour, Tetris Effect, Resident Evil 7. There's a lot of quality VR experiences to be had right now, and I think the investment is worth it in 2019. Lastly, Earth Defense Force Iron Rain has an official release date. It'll be coming to the PlayStation 4 on April 11th. I've always been a big fan of the Earth Defense Force titles. It's a little bit more of a gritty and realistic visual style to it. I mean, as realistic as a game like EDF could be. You're fighting giant insects, but the game does have a little bit more grittiness to it. I think that will be a bit more appeasing to Western gamers. EDF in general is a great franchise, a very chaotic third-person shooter, but it definitely has that fun factor packed down, and EDF Iron Rain is coming to the PlayStation 4 on April 11th. Hopefully this is priced accordingly because I do believe if it comes out at $59.99, it's not going to do all too well, but at the same time, it is a brand new game in the series, and $60 for it is probably going to be the price it ends up at. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, the fantastic PlayStation Essential Sale is going on right now. A lot of great deals as a part of that, and we'll be giving that a more in-depth look very soon. Anthem's demo is having some issues, but the game has officially gone gold. VR has grew 30% in 2018, and Earth Defense Force Iron Rain is dropping exclusively on the PS4 on April 11th. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.